We are flying over Israel, a land of contrasts between antiquity and modernity, seas and deserts, snow-capped peaks and sultry tropical valleys. This is a place where the eternal beauty of the rich natural world blends harmoniously with architectural monuments and the development of new technologies. Modern technology has transformed Israeli agriculture to such an extent that it has long resembled the stuff of sci-fi. It is into this brave new world that we will now be delving. Hello, my name is Dr. Seed from China. I work for Dagan, and I'll be your personal guide through the world of Israeli agriculture, which, as you'll see, is a true art form. Isn't that right, Lizzie? Look around you. We're at the Weizmann Institute of Science, where an enormous amount of agricultural research is carried out. The Institute's world-renowned scientists have developed numerous varieties of improved crops. High-yield, protein-rich wheat, early ripening melons, disease-resistant cucumbers and, of course, tomatoes, the pride of Israel. Join me as we follow the full growth cycle of these special fruit and vegetables, which begins in the Institute's laboratories with the humble seed. Let's head over to the laboratory to see for ourselves. Here we are in the Weizmann Institute's laboratories, where scientists spend 5 to 8 years cultivating seeds that will grow into plants bearing fruit with the desired characteristics. How do they do this? It's all very simple. Each variety of seed has a defined set of chromosomes with a specific chemical and morphological structure in the nuclei of its cells. The chromosomes contain the linearly arranged genes which provide the basis for heredity. Using a genetic map like this, the scientists carefully select the varieties that they wish to cross based on their characteristics. This allows them to improve the quality of the fruit produced and increase the crop yields. Stronger seeds also mean that fewer chemicals need to be used to grow them. It's important to point out that the seeds produced in these laboratories are not genetically modified. To check that the seeds possess the desired characteristics, scientists plant them in special greenhouses at the Institute, built by Dagan. Here, the seeds grow into plants which produce more seeds, and these are sent back to the laboratory for analysis. The scientists then conduct a comparative evaluation of the seeds according to the sum of their characteristics, identifying the best to be propagated for use in production. The results of the research guide the seed producers, whose production facilities we will now visit. These production facilities, which belong to Genesis Seeds, are where the results of the research are translated into templates for future harvests. It is here that seeds are multiplied, stored and packaged on an industrial basis. You may be asking, how can one seed be turned into many? No, they aren't run through a photocopier or reproduced using a 3D printer. They're living organisms after all. Instead, methods similar to cloning are used. These require the use of special, industrial equipment. It's very important that the seeds produced are stored in special temperature conditions. Once the seeds have been grown, packed and marked, they are sent directly to Dagan's greenhouses, which is where we're headed now. You're looking at Dagan's greenhouses, where seeds transition from a passive form of existence into an active one, becoming plants. Plants that Dagan has looked after in comfortable conditions produce better harvests and higher quality fruit and vegetables. Why is this the case? Just like people, in order to live, plants need water, food, warmth and light. At Dagan's greenhouses, plants receive all of these in an expert environment. The key advantage offered by our greenhouses is that harvests are protected from adverse weather and climatic conditions, and from the changing seasons. In any weather and in any season, the plants in our greenhouses enjoy complete comfort. and full protection, allowing them to produce a harvest all year round. This is all thanks to our greenhouse's special features. 1. Specially designed cladding, selected according to the climatic conditions in the area where the greenhouses are located. 2. Automated climate control and air circulation systems, which ensure that the necessary humidity and temperature levels are maintained. These include heating and cooling systems, ventilation systems, and automated systems for opening and closing the wall and roof blinds. The greenhouses also feature special weather stations for measuring conditions in the surrounding environment. Just like people, plants cannot exist without water. That's why Dagan devotes a lot of attention to its irrigation system. Plants receive doses of water according to a strict schedule. As we know, in order to grow, plants need not only specific temperature conditions, but also a lot of light. This is why our greenhouses contain photosynthetic lighting systems that help plants to grow using special LED lamps. These computer-controlled systems ensure that our plants get the amount of light they need, day and night, no matter what the time. Again, like people, plants require not only water, but also food, which provides them with useful nutrients that they need to live. Our computerized fertilization systems are designed to use a minimum of chemicals, whilst providing plants with maximum protection against harmful insects. But even more sophisticated ways to fight pests than using protective chemicals are emerging. Scientists at our Greenhouse Research Center, for example, where we are now, spent a long time looking for ways to get rid of the Mediterranean fly. Using chemicals to fight these pests wasn't an option, because this could have had harmful consequences for both the harvest and for the people who eat our products. Instead, the scientists at our research center developed their own kind of fly, one with the special characteristic that, when crossed with the pests, it is unable to produce any offspring. This resulted in the harmful flies no longer being able to lay their eggs on the plants. The problem solved itself. Most interesting of all are those fruit and vegetables that are happiest in the soil-less growing systems found in our hydroponic and aquaponic greenhouses. In these greenhouses, soil is replaced with special water, which has been purified in specially designed purification systems and enriched with minerals. The crop is also harvested according to a specific process, which includes a number of special procedures that employees must follow. The harvested crop is sent to special warehouses, from which it is transported to the locations where it will find its consumers. It's very important to know about the products that you buy to put on your table. There are a lot of farms in Israel where the harvest is collected by the consumers themselves. Anybody who wants to can go to these farms to gather as many fruit or vegetables as they need, fresh from the ground. Israel shares its agricultural know-how and technology with the entire world. The country now exports to China not only agricultural produce, fertilizers and equipment, but also its most advanced technologies. In China's Innovation City, located in Hebei province, on the edge of the Great Plain of China, 280 kilometers from Beijing, work has just been completed on the Park Chinese-Israeli Innovative Agricultural Center. The center was created jointly by our Chinese partner and the Israeli company Dagan. Visitors to the center will be able to learn about innovative Israeli and Chinese technologies for growing fruit and vegetables in greenhouses, and visit laboratories and greenhouses where they can take part in gathering the harvest and spend a healthy day out with their families. Dagan's unique technologies will soon be helping Chinese families to enjoy fresher, better-tasting vegetables for dinner. Nutritionists the world over are calling for everyone, especially children, to eat more fresh vegetables as part of their everyday diet. In pursuing its primary objective of providing the people of China with high-quality agricultural produce, Dagan is fulfilling its mission to improve the quality of life for people worldwide and to teach them to appreciate agriculture as a true art form. Why not come and visit China-Israel Agriculture Innovation Town yourself, where you can see with your own eyes how the vegetables you love to eat are grown.
蔬菜还很有营养的。确实是。